What took you so long? It is time for me to tell you the first tale.
I don't need a tale. I need a bus ticket for my grandma.
It is time for me to tell you the... Where do you think you're going? I will be listened to. I am as old as this land, and I will...
What do you know about anything?
I know everything about you, Conor O'Malley.
No, you don't. If you did, you know I don't have time to listen to stupid stories from a stupid tree that is just a dream.
A dream? What is a dream, Conor O'Malley? And who is to say that it is not everything else that is a dream?
Never mind. I came to see you today because I thought...
You thought I might have come to topple your enemies, slay your dragons.
Or at least help me with my grandmother. But all you want to do is tell me stories.
Stories of how I topple my enemies. Stories of I slew dragons. Let me tell you a tale of when I came walking. Let me tell you of the end of a wicked queen and how I made sure she was never seen again.
Go on, then.
Good.
Nothing. There are leaves in the way.
Use your imagination, Conor O'Malley. What do you see?
I see a spark.
Yes, and?
No, it's water. It's watercolor.
Keep looking.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed. Long ago, before this was a town with roads and trains and cars, this was a kingdom.
Here, we don't even have a Tesco.
It was a prosperous kingdom with a wise king who had won peace for his people. But peace had come at a price. The king had lost all three of his sons in battle to giants, to dragons, to armies of men led by great wizards.
This is all sounding pretty fairy tale-ish.
You wouldn't say that if you heard the screams of a man killed by a spear. The queen was unable to bear the loss of all their three sons, leaving the king alone in despair with the company of his only remaining heir, his orphaned grandson. The child was raised as a prince, winning the love of the kingdom with his gallantry and good heart. His people loved him. He was nearly a man when his grandfather took a new wife. The king felt ill, and rumor began to spread that she was an evil witch, that she was bent on taking the throne for herself by poisoning the king. A few weeks later, the king died. The prince was too young to take the king's place, so, by law, the queen would rule for another year. The future was uncertain. The prince, meanwhile, had given away his heart. She was beautiful and smart, and though only a farmer's daughter, the kingdom smiled on the match. The queen, however, she was rather enjoying being queen. What better way to remain so than to marry the prince herself?
What? That's disgusting. She was his grandmother.
Step-grandmother, and still a young, beautiful woman herself, don't forget. The prince, however, didn't like the idea either. He took the farmer's daughter, and they rode away into the night. They stopped to rest under the branches of a yew tree.
That's you.
The next morning, the prince awoke. "Arise, my beloved," he said, but the farmer's daughter did not stir. Which was when the prince noticed the blood.
Blood?
Someone had killed his beloved in the night.
What?
"The queen," he cried. "The queen has murdered my bride." The villagers, full of fury and vengeance, rose up at the crime. It was then that I came walking. The queen was never seen again.
Good. She deserved it. Now, I don't suppose you can help me with my grandma.
The story is not yet finished. I took the queen and carried her far enough away so the townspeople would never find her. To a village by the sea where she began a new life.
But she killed the farmer's daughter. How can you save a murderer? You really are a monster.
I never said she killed the farmer's daughter. I only said that the prince said it was so. The prince never fell asleep that night, but waited for the farmer's daughter to be lost in her dreams, and then began his real plan.
What?
He knew her death would start a fire that would consume the queen entire.
That's a terrible story and a cheat.
It's a true story. Many things that are true feel like a cheat. Kingdoms get the princes they deserve. Farmers' daughters die for no reason. And sometimes witches merit saving. Quite often, actually. You'd be surprised.
So, the good prince is a murderer, and the evil queen wasn't a witch after all.
No. The queen most certainly was a witch. And could well have been on her way to great evil. Who can say?
Then why did you save her then?
Because what she was not was a murderer.